Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Give me a second. I forgot to update my stream title and stuff here. So give me a sec. There we go. Stream title updated. I haven't read the patch notes for this, to be fair, but the fact that they're throwing quite frequent patches at the game, patch number 6, after just, what are we on? Are we actually on a week, exactly a week, aren't we? A week after release, or a week and a day, and we're on patch number 6. That's still buggered. So when you first log into the game and I go to try and move forward with left stick, it doubles up as a move, or well, not quite even a look around. The right stick does all the looking around, but the left stick is doing that. So all I have to do is go into the menu, come back out, and it fixes. I've started to follow them on X, to be fair, and Twitter as well. X, what was formerly known as Twitter. What I need to do is jump in their Discord and start giving them some feedback, because I'm enjoying the game. Ultimately, when the game is working, it's a chill experience. I know, Oggy, I know it's just streaming from the PC. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a sound setting that I've got on Streamlabs or the way that I've got it set up, because I've got my headset plugged into the controller. I've no idea. I mean, it works at least. It used to. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think how I ran it before when I used to stream before, and no, I've always run it like this. To be fair, yeah, I've always run it like this. But I had a different headset, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I got a setting incorrect. So yeah, I know when I test it. Let me just unplug the headset and plug it back in and see what happens. I don't think it fixes it. I think I've got to tinker with the settings. There we go. We're back in. Right. I'm my headquarters here. So let's get a job. I keep going to use the LB and RB to go across these settings on the top, but you can't. You've got to manually pick them with the cursor. So I'm here. Can I get a job there? I'm assuming that A means license A. So let's try that and see if I can pick up the job. It says required reputation 2. Pretty sure I've got that for that job. I've got a marker down, so let's go and drive. Get the lights on. The wipers on as well. And as Mario says, let's go! Window wipers are squeaking, so I don't think it's raining. I think I've just got a bit of moisture left on the windows from when it had been raining. So I'll turn them off because they're squeaking. They squeak when they're just rubbing on a dry window. So I might do an hour of this. Miss me turning then. Then I might jump on Euro Truck and have a look at that DLC. Or do a bit more of that DLC, should I say, because the Halloween event is on. And I've done an hour or two of this. The AI still needs work because the AI still drives slow or brake checks you, so that still needs some work. That one tuned his head a bit quick then, didn't he? Yeah, it is, and have a look as well, Oggy, because is that just the base game, or is that the complete edition? Because I'm sure I've seen the complete edition on offer as well. which includes all 3 pieces of DLC, I think. Yeah, it's not a bad deal that, because the season pass on its own, if I remember rightly, was about 33 quid, and that £33 only gets you the Paris and the island stuff. I think the Ragnarok was something completely different on top of that as well, which I think was another 25 quid or thereabouts. That might have been even more. So if that complete edition includes the Paris, the island and the Ragnarok stuff, then it's definitely worth it. There's a lot of game there though, Oggy, so beware. There's a lot of game to get through. I've still not finished the island, the Paris and the Ragnarok stuff, but base game I've finished and I'm about 180 hours in, if not more, for the base game. So, I've been here before, and there was an NPC down there that I could talk to, but he isn't showing up at the moment. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll drive down here anyway. Oh, he's there, I can see him. So I can get a job off this guy. And that there, one of them two there, might just be one of the trailers that I'm getting. Unless it's that one in front with the digger on the back. With the forklift. Is it a digger or a forklift? Might be a forklift. Yeah, it's a good deal that is then for all three, but just beware that's a huge game that. There's a lot of hours of game there for your money, to be fair. And don't forget, Oggy, as well, don't forget to look up your PSN top-ups. I know Sharky swears by CD keys, and I use a mixture of both. I use CD keys or Shop 2, but I tend to find Shop 2 cheaper, but it depends on your level of membership though. So dump trailer, I can take that one. That top job there, I can't have that because I haven't got the right license. I've got to level up my skills. But this one I can. That's going to get me just over £5 grand. This one I can't. and that one I can't, so there's only the one I can take. So let's upset the job, and then the said trailer, which is that one flashing, is the one that I need. Yeah, you get about £30 worth of PlayStation top-ups off CD keys or Shop 2 for probably around about 20, 26, 27 quid. Saves you a few quid, and every put my teeth in. Every little helps. Oh, and put the ignition on. Ah, you dopey. Leave the engine running, I think, while I'll do this. So first things first. Or can I not leave the engine running? Oh yeah, lock. There we go. Get the supports up. Let's get these cables attached. And we're good to go. Starting to rain. Oh, wrong one. As if you went round me. Cheeky sod. Yeah, I think the key to them games is you've got to know and you've got to expect that you're going to have to grind. I had to do the same with Lies of P, but Lies of P had a very interesting mechanic going on in the what I will call the opening section of the game that prevented you from grinding. So once you hit a certain threshold, you couldn't level up anymore. So you've just got to persevere and beat the main boss. Not main boss, sorry. One of the first, what I would call the first big boss. You got to persevere and beat him using your own skills. And then once you've done him, and you get to an hotel, that's when the game, in my opinion, truly starts. And a lot of them games are like that, where they kind of break you in, if you like. Give me a sec. You got cakes in as well. Oh, we've got some dopey AI in front that's going to drive like driving Miss Daisy. Shade, good morning and welcome. I believe this is the starter truck that you get that you know the game doesn't give you like a pick of 3 trucks to start with. You've always got this truck to start with, but there is the ability to buy trucks when you've got enough money and are leveled up. Why is my mobile saying I've used most of my Sky data when I'm on Wi-Fi? What the hell? No, it's fine, Trade, it's fine. But yeah, I do believe you'll get the same starter truck, but there is the ability to buy other trucks. And I've also seen there's some DLC, I think, on Steam, where you can buy another truck. I don't know if when you buy that truck on Steam, though, I don't know if it lets you start with that truck or not, I don't know. They obviously haven't got the licensing for this game as well, so the trucks look like trucks that we're used to seeing, but I don't believe they've got the, you know, they carry the names or the manufacturers or the brands. So 3 days elapsed. 1,324 miles travelled since the beginning of the game. And the truck I'm driving, I'm assuming that's the truck that I'm driving, the West End Sorrow 420. So I can't access the trucks on this page. So I'm curious with this game as well, how the scale of the time elapsing works. Because it says there, trucker there, that 3 days have elapsed. But how many days, I mean the game hasn't, I don't think has got months. It's not showing months. So in terms of on the top left hand side, when I go back onto the driving screen, you've got those seasons. I wonder how many days need to pass by in the game to equate to a season passing by. Because I'm fairly sure when you start the game, you're at the very start, at the end of spring or the very start of summer. So 3 days of elapsed in the game and I'm halfway through the summer. So, you know, we'll keep on playing. We'll keep dipping in and out of it every now and again. And we'll eventually get a rough idea of how that works. They keep dropping patches on the game, which is promising. We still need a patch for this AI though, because it drives too slow, and occasionally, if you get too close up its backside, it'll brake check you. So I'm going to try and take it, this guy. I've got to be careful of oncoming traffic. Twitch, good morning, buddy. I'm not bad, Twitch, not bad. I woke up feeling a tad rough around the edges, but with no obvious kind of issues like no cold or anything brewing or bad throat, but I just woke up feeling a little bit like rough. See, why has he stopped? There's no junction. Oh, now he decides to go, Pillock. So he was turning, but he didn't need to stop for that junction. Yeah, I've had it over, the kids got off, the girls have got off to school this morning, the lads off college now. Fuel up the truck, yeah, I'm alright, yeah, I'm alright. Then I'll like a mini power nap. I think I'm getting this way. Yes, I am. And then I've decided to jump on this. I'm going to nip out this afternoon, it was about 3 PM, so a few hours of streaming ahead. I might stick with this, depending on how much I enjoy it. I might switch over to Euro Truck for an hour. it stopped raining. I thought it stopped raining. Well, the road gets narrow here, doesn't it? Oh, obstacle on the... Oh, obstacle on the road. Where? That symbol just popped up on the bottom right. Do I need engine oil? I think I do, you know. I've seen your pictures, Twitch. Are they modded trucks then, are they? The trucks you've been using, are they mods? Mods, yeah they are, okay. We're going to have to go for the overtake because they're just so bloody slow. But with the overtake comes the risk of hitting a car head on. going through. Have I got to go in there? Give me a second. Give me 5 minutes, guys. Let me just finish off my lad's breakfast, do some dishes, and stick the wife's lobby on. Back in about 3 or 5 minutes. Morning, Chris. I am Christo. Sorry, I was on a little bit of a break sorting out my lad's breakfast. It came out last week. It came out, I think, on Wednesday or Thursday last week, and we're already on patch number 6 that released yesterday. So, hats off to them because they are releasing. Oh, I've got 2 places I can park. Oh, I could have just pulled in there. You muppet. So hats off to them because they're throwing patches at it on a frequent basis, on a regular basis. It's still not perfect. They've still got to iron out some kinks. I mean, they're only a small studio, I think, compared to some other studios that have made other trucking games and simulators. And they've got a fairly hefty roadmap for this game as well for the next 3 months in terms of content, one of which it shows up on the title screen telling you that there's an expansion coming. So they've got a lot of stuff they're throwing at the game. They've got quite a substantial roadmap, and at the same time they're working around the clock to fix stuff as indicated by the number of patches we've had already. So when it works, I mean, I streamed this the other day, and within minutes of me starting the stream, I got my truck stuck on a fence and I couldn't get it off the fence without calling in roadside assistance on the CB radio. But once I'd got my job, and once I was on the road, I was doing the job. It's all right, you know. It's all right. It's a good, chill game with some good long distance truck driving going on, with plenty of jobs to do, plenty of variety in the jobs that you do. Short distances, long distances. You've got motels that you have to stop off at to rest if your guy gets tired. You've got to eat. You can pull up in another depot. If you're nowhere near an hotel, you can pull in another depot, park your truck up and sleep in the back of the truck. The shops that you have to go to buy food, because you've got to keep stocked up on food for your energy and your hunger. And there's also repair shops and gas stations, so there's a lot going on in the game. It's trying a lot of unique things that other trucking games don't try. In terms of, I know SnowRunner has a little bit of stuff going on with the need to repair trucks and fuel trucks, but not in the way that this does, because you've got full freedom of movement. You'll see as I play, you'll see. Even though that doesn't look that great, it's going to give me that. It's giving me 5 stars. So if I get back into the camera of the truck, stick the handbrake on, ignition off, and then get out of the truck, now I've got to find the NPC. So the NPC we've got to interact with should be, although I can't see him, normally the NPCs are office. Where's the office? This way to the office. So I'm assuming these signs are saying this way to the office, so let's follow this way to the office. There you go. The NPC is all the way up there. In fact, what I need to do is unhook the truck, I think, before I go and get the job finished off. So let's unhook the trailer. So manage cables first. Yeah, I mean, the price of it isn't bad either. I mean, some people have thrown out the argument of why did it not release in early access, seeing as they're constantly patching it, and that's a valid point. But you could say that the price that they've released it at is early. You know, it's early access. When you compare it to something like Truck Driver: The American Dream, which they're charging 50 quid for in the UK on consoles, and then this is only £18. I mean, for the first day or two, it was on offer for like an introductory price of 16. But you can get this, if you're in the UK, you can get this off CD Keys for about just over a tenner. If you're in the UK. Oh, I've got to unlock them first. Got to put them down before I unlock the trailer. So yeah, if this game takes your fancy, CD Keys, based in the UK, then it's just over a tenner. But even on Steam, it's only around like 18, so, you know, it's not a bad price for what it offers. Like I say, it's got a lot of interesting ideas going on, a lot of simulation stuff going on, survival of your character in terms of needing to eat and needing to sleep, maintenance on your truck as well. So did I get any penalties? No, I got no penalties, so I got me full. Did I get? I got a parking bonus, season bonus, no season bonuses, but I got the full money. So finish that job. Got some achievements there as well. So I could take a job from this guy now. Let's have a look if he's got any jobs I can actually take. Oh yeah, both of them. I can take both jobs from this guy. So what length of jobs are they? 12 hours, 10 hours. Let's take the 10-hour job. So hold the button down to accept the job. So I've accepted that job now. Astral Ghost, good morning and welcome. Give me a sec, Chris, and I'll have a look. Christo, sorry, I'll have a look in a second. I think I have to go to my HQ to look at trucks. Let me just have a look on the map. Because that's where you get jobs from. Truck workshop might be a good place to get to possibly buy trucks as well, unless that's where I've got to go to get my truck repaired. But I could just go back to my HQ, and you go back to your HQ and access the computer in your office, and that's where you can buy trucks. But I don't think I can actually buy anything yet because I'm not level up enough. I need to get my head around how I get these. Do these just level up automatically? I'm assuming that figure 500 there. So let's remember that I'm on 500 there at 750. And let's see if that number goes up as I do the next job. That'll go up when I do mechanical work on the truck. So as soon as I go and get some oil put in the truck, that'll go up there. So let's go. The trailer flashing here is the trailer that I need to get from that job I've just got off that guy in there. So let's just have another nosy on the map before I get out of here. Make sure I'm not missing a truck work stop nearby. There is a shop nearby, so I could go get some food. Up that road there. And there's a fuel station up there. So what I might do here first before I get the trailer is go get some food and go get some fuel. So if I put a marker on that, and we'll go get some fuel and food, shall we? Oh, hang on. We won't, actually. We won't. Because he is tired. In Hungary, he's tired. So what time are we on? 9:50. AM. So if I manoeuvre to the back of the cabin, and then I can rest. So let's rest for, let's do 6 hours. And then what have we got in the container here? Beef ravioli, chili with beans. Oh, they must be ready meals because I can't cook them in there. I've got another container there, beef stew, frozen pizza. Yeah, I see the pizza in the microwave. Hold to cook. So now access my inventory by pushing up on the D-pad. I should have, there you go, hot pizza. So all to eat. That makes these symbols, see these at the bottom here, that's your health, that's your food, your hunger, that's your energy. Got to keep an eye on them. That I think is an oil change that I popped up. That's your temperature of your truck, fuel gauge, and whether your headlights are on or not. So let's get back in the cockpit. And let's just go get some more food and fuel. I am running all the fuel. Both. They're not even comparable, to be fair, Jay. It's an odd thing to say, but they're not comparable because SnowRunner's all about the off-road element and the solving of. It's like a puzzle-solving game to me, SnowRunner, because of the need to negate and navigate very difficult terrain and take the right tool out for the right job and get cargo from point A to point B off over completely different terrain, with the need to fix terrain or clear terrain as you go as well. Completely different games. This is somewhere stuck in between SnowRunner and Euro Truck, because Euro Truck is just about cargo from A to B, but don't let that take anything away from Euro Truck or American Truck, because what Euro Truck and American Truck do they do exceptionally well, even if it is just to grab a cargo from point A to point B. But it has got the extra things of you've got employees that you can get. You can buy extra trucks and put employees in trucks and have them doing jobs for you, and you've got all the variety of your different loads that you can take in Euro Truck and American Truck. This is very similar to that, but also brings into the mix this free roam of being able to get in and out the truck and needing to fasten your cables on your truck and your trailers. So yeah, totally different games. Completely missed my tune there, didn't I? My truck's not behaving very well, but I don't know what that symbol is down there. That's popped up above the oil. I've got 2 yellow symbols now by the oil. Let me have a nosy here to see if it tells me anything. Truck repairs. Your truck's components such as the engine, brakes and oil wear out as you travel. Bumping into things increases their wear, so try to drive safely. If any component needs your attention, its icon next to the speedometer will light up. You can partially fix some parts while on the road, if you have the right perks. To fully repair them, you'll need to set up a workshop at your HQ. You can also use workshops in towns for an additional fee. So, that's great, but what are those symbols? Yeah, truck management. Yeah, that's not it. So truck status. I think that's what's popped up there. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's telling me, right, okay, so number 14, because that's what's popped up, I think, at the bottom. Number 14 is air filters. I might have to get towed here. I'm gonna go, there's nothing coming. It's gonna be naughty. I just changed anyway. Because I don't think I can do repairs at this gas station. I think I've actually got to find a workshop. That's a shop there, that's a market. Oh, there's the gas station in front. I mean, SnowRunner, I will say one thing about SnowRunner. I think SnowRunner currently sits on my PS5 as the game that I've sunk the most hours into. And even if you just got the base game, there's 3 season passes or year passes for SnowRunner at the moment. But even the base game contains so much. But SnowRunner isn't for everyone, because it can be quite tricky and you've got to have a lot of patience with SnowRunner. So the filters are still buggered. So let me just have a look on the map and see if I can actually. I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything really local to me here. So I might have to, and I don't know if there's any fast travel in the game. So workshops aren't very, how many workshops around is there? Is there any at all? I mean, well, the workshops only show up when I've actually built one on my HQ, but surely you can't just have one workshop on your HQ. Let me just have a... Let me knock all these. I'll tell you what, knock off motels. I'll leave the HQ on. Points of interest will knock off. City, hotels will knock off. I'm still seeing no bleeding workshops there. That's crazy. If the workshops are only the workshops that you build at your HQ, bearing in mind they've only got one HQ, which is there, and that'll show up as a workshop when I've built one, that's mad. Because if I'm all the way up north and the truck suddenly needs repair, I've got to get towed all the way back to my HQ, and then I've got to drive all the way back up to take the job. Like this one I'm on now, for example. I mean, I could drive from here, but the condition my truck's in, I don't fancy it, to be fair. But then I haven't got a workshop anyway. I haven't built one, and I don't think I can. I don't think I've got the right perks to build one. So, what we're going to have to do here is have a look at what we can do on the CB. Tow the truck to a workshop. For 848. Let's see where this puts me. See, I want paint jobs. I've seen screenshots online on the Twitter. Let's call it Twitter for the sake of calling it Twitter. I've seen screenshots online where people have got paint jobs on the trucks. And I don't quite know how to do that yet either. So why is that trailer flashing as well? Because this isn't where I got my job, is it? So repairs. Oil. Air filters. They're going to cost me 762. Repair. Customization. Let's have a look at what we got here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So as I'm moving the camera around to look at the truck, it's moving the thing up and down as well. This pallet with them on. I think I'm going to have this one. How much money have we got? Yeah, plenty of money. Let's have that. What else have we got? Additions. Let's have a look what we got here. Oh, we've got grills. So put on the front. We've got a visor, exhaust, a grill, I've got 2 workshops. So them 2 workshops you say, are they on the map as they are? That isn't including one that I could build at a later date? Because I can put one in my my HQ, can't I, as well? Let's have a look at the wheels. What have we got here? Rims. Let's have a look at what we can do with the rims. Oh god, they cost a bit, but look at those. Look at the different stats on them. Right, we haven't tinkered with them yet. Right, so truck's repaired. We're fueled. We're all fed. In fact, let's have a quick. Oh, wait, where's me drinks gone? I think they're in the. I think they're in here, aren't they? I could have sworn I had 2 juices in there before. Morning, Rogan. How are you, buddy? Right, so I just have a look at the jobs. Oh, it hasn't put me that far away from. I don't get that because I was down here. I'm sure I was down here, and I picked up a job from there. Now it's showing me that my trailer's here. No, Rogan, it's this headset when I'm streaming on PC. I don't know how to fix it. It's fine on console, but when I'm streaming from the PC, it seems to have this weird robotic echo thing going on. I might have to tinker within Streamlabs. It was alright when I used to stream before, but I can't remember what I used to use, because I've never used wireless on PC. I've always used wired when I'm streaming from PC. I've always used wired. Let's entertain this a second and let's get this trailer. And then see where it wants me to take it. Right, so we need to lock. I am going to do. What have I picked up here? The green one. I am going to do. I might do that after I've had a bit of a stint on this. Do I need to buy any content for that, Rogan? Is there any Halloween trailers or something I've got to buy? to do it or not. I don't have to buy any content or any trailers, no? Is there a themed trailer that I have to do, or will it become readily apparent to me when I start? Hang on, because I don't know where I'm going now. It's dead ahead or there? I think it's both. I can get out both. Oh right, okay, they're all Halloween themed, right, okay. I don't think I've told you yet, Rogan, but I've said to Wolf the other day that I kind of semi-rage quit on Eurotrot the other night, because I know you've had the game crash on you a few times. I've not had a single crash on the game in terms of the crashing to the Windows desktop, but I had an issue the other day where I picked up a job. Two things happened. It was only, two things happened within the space of half an hour of me playing. The first thing was when the how the map navigates you, the sat nav navigates you to where you've got to go pick up your trailer from. That wasn't accurate. So it was telling me to turn right at one point. It was telling me to turn right, and if I had turned right, I'd have hit a brick wall. So I had to figure out my own way in to the actual depot to get the trailer. And then when I got the trailer and came out of the depot and then started following the sat nav again, the very first border crossing that I came to, again, was wrong. It had got bollards that were down, but I'd got no icon to interact with, so I couldn't get the bollard to go up. And it wasn't like a motorway border crossing either. It was in a very, very small cul-de-sac, so I was completely boxed in. So with those two things happening within about 20 minutes of me playing the game, I just kind of you know what, I'm not even bothering to save this. I just quit. Raining again. Or it looked like it was on the outside. I'm just going to alter something in a minute, because I'm sure that when I altered something on this the other day, the frame rate seems to go up. So if I drop that down... I'm confused. Invincible bricks. I ain't got a route on. I don't know why it's put me here. I think I've come back to the fuel station I was at. I ain't got a route on. So now I've got a route. So set default route, I've got a route. 1 hour 42 minutes to get all the way down there? Really? Let me put them mirrors back on high refresh rate. Yeah, the school bus stuff has come out as well already, hasn't it? And do you know what? I haven't downloaded any of that stuff, and I bought the season pass because I got the season pass like dirt cheap from you know where. Again, another purchase before flights got grounded. I can order it tomorrow. I don't get it tomorrow, but I can put the claim in tomorrow. And then I've got to wait 30 odd days for it to turn up. I got the wife a new Samsung S23 last weekend, and that's coming with some free earbuds which are turning up today. The phone turned up on Saturday, and the earbuds are turning up today, the Galaxy Buds Pro 2s. And since she's got it, for some reason, it's given her a kick up the arse to start using a Fitbit more. And she gets something through work via some Vitality app where she gets points, she earns points, and those points get her free coffees and stuff. So I almost tried talking her into getting a Galaxy Watch, because we've got a Galaxy Watch on offer at work, where you get the watch and also a triple charging pad for 200 quid, and the pad itself, the triple charging pads, are worth 100 quid according to my website. I said to her, you know, why don't you get one of these? I'll get my staff discount off it as well, 10% off for staff discounts. And then we've got two Fitbits that we had a few years ago. I'll box them up and just flog them, and if you get 40 quid for them, then your Galaxy Watches cost you next to nothing. The Galaxy Watches are pretty sweet with all the stuff they do, to be fair, if you're into all your health, your fitness tracking. Well, she got a Fitbit synced, because we've had the Fitbits for a while and she's not used it. It's literally sat on the desk and she never takes it with it, never wears it. And she suddenly had to kick up the arse and start using it. Now she's got a decent phone. Because she always normally ends up with the phones, with the kids' hand-me-downs. Oh, what's going on here? Jesus. I think so, Rogan, yeah. I think it is. Which is a really good deal, because there too you can have this mat, this charging pad, you can have it on your table upstairs next to your bed, and you literally just take the watch off, get your phone, put your watch and your phone on the pad, and it'll just charge them without needing to plug them in overnight. Thought that was a dual carriageway then. The AI still needs sorting out because it drives far too slow. And then he speeds up and crashes into me, the pillock. Well, these Galaxy Buds that are turning up today, I'm gonna use them because the wife's already got some Buds Live that we had free with one of the kids' phones about 3 years ago, and she uses them and actually likes them. She uses them on a tablet tonight when she's watching TV when I'm hogging this TV playing games, and she really likes them, to be fair. So I'm gonna nick and hog these new ones. They are supposed to work better with Galaxy phones though, because they've got some audio setting that gives them a bit of a boost built into Samsung phones. So I'm not sure how they're going to work with this Pixel, or sound with this Pixel. RCS messaging, what's that? What's that for then? Oh, right, okay. How long's the Halloween stuff on for then, Rogan? On ETS? Because have we still got the community, the Balkans community stuff running alongside as well? Hey? Job's expired. I didn't think it was showing enough time. Is that because I slept? I reckon that's because I slept, isn't it? So I'm definitely get a penalty for being late. I think I clearly am, aren't I? Did I sleep after taking the job? Or was it because I went to roadside maintenance as well, which all ate into the time? Or got towed to a workshop, should I say? I had to go with that Propagation Paradise Hotel on the PSVR 2 last night, Rogan. Absolutely shit myself. If it had been streaming, I'd have hurt your ears from screaming. That needs to come to PSVR 2, but I don't think... I think, have they as good as confirmed that it's never ever coming, or have they not said? Because the first Dirt Rally game did, didn't it? But Dirt Rally 2.0 never got VR either. But the first one did. Like then. Oh shit. Sorry, my bad. Is the Halloween event across both games then? And does it accumulate across both games, or are they both independent in terms of the rewards? Twitch. Invisible Hours? What's that? What's that on VR? I quite fancy that Peaky Blinders that you put in Discord. You played that, did you? Didn't you not? On Pico. Did you play and stream that? Invisible Hours, it rings a bell, you know. I wonder if there's a free PS5 upgrade. Because that rings a bell. Yeah, it looks very similar to the Walking Dead game, that Peaky Blinders, in terms of the immersion. You know, very story driven with lots of interaction and immersion. It rings a bell, you know. I am sure I have played that on PSVR 1. And I'll be interested to see if there's a free upgrade for that. Because we got an upgrade for the, a PS5 upgrade for the Angry Birds VR game the other day. Or, well, I don't know if we got it the other day, but I only spotted it the other day. I'll tell you a game we need a PS5 upgrade for PSVR 2 is a game called Headmaster. That game was incredible. Such a good laugh that game was. Yeah, that rings a bell. Rewinding time and seeing what other people are doing. I'm sure I've got that. I need to have a look in the PSVR stores. Is that already out then, Rogan, or not out yet? If that's already out, I might have a free upgrade. Yeah, I thought I had. Thanks for the follow. Tired and exhausted. Thank you very much for that follow, much appreciated. My parcel's due in about 2 minutes, so I'll keep an eye out for a van pulling up. DPD. notice the delivery time up on the top right is going into a minus figure, so I think I'm just going to get a penalty for delivering this late here. Oh, speeding ticket as well, oh my word. Well, that on the top left, right, it says that I'm still in the summer. That needle in between the two M's hasn't moved much. And then we need to check out that stat as well in a minute when I finish this job to see if the number has moved. Let's see if it's moved now. No, still 500, 750. So let's see if that goes up when I've actually finished the job. When I complete the job. And how do you get your personality to go up? I'm assuming just doing jobs. So business person, grants access to your HQ already acquired. Hands-on approach allows you to remove fallen trees, reduce fuel costs. It's between the fallen trees and the hunger, the nutrition meter. We'll have that. I'm assuming reputations. Has the reputation come down? I'm sure that star was full before. Oh! There was a tree there, but I went over it. I'm alright. I got around that. I'm going to see how this works, see if I get anything for doing it as well, for other drivers on the road. Oh, you must have a chainsaw to do it. I haven't bought a chainsaw ever. You pillock. Sorry guys, you're going to have to find another way around. I've got my tools. Oh, what a dipshit. I'll buy a chainsaw next time I go to the shop. Got a camera, I think. I think I had a camera. Oh, I thought I had. Maybe not. Are they still stuck there as well? Yeah, they are. Muppets. Won't go that way. No! Oi! What are you doing? Fuck out. Yeah. My word. Pelic. How far have I got more further have I got to go? No, not far. Have you seen the sat nav down on the mini map? It doesn't look like I'm on the road, but I am. It's a bit messed up, isn't it? Right, look at this now, doesn't look like I'm on the road, according to that mini map. Doesn't look like the actual route marries up with the actual layout of the road. Bit bizarre. Yeah, probably. Ooh. Well, the frame rate is taking a bit of a dip. I'm sure I saw something. Yeah, I did, yeah. I could have gone further forward, probably. So, these down first. Wolf! Afternoon, buddy. How are you? I can hear a plane, can't see one. So, where's the guy that I've got to interact with here? He'll show up somewhere. There he is. Oh, it's not a guy. Sorry, my bad. Hello. Hello there. You know what? I didn't get that much of a bad penalty, considering I was late. Very late. 14 hours late. Have you got any more jobs? And not trucking ones. Huh. So, yeah, you wear the trousers around here, do you? What jobs you got? Oh, I can't take any of them. Right, let's see if this number went up. Now I completed that job. Oh, yeah, it did, yeah, it did. It's gone up by 165. So, more jobs. That should then get me a B licence. Yeah, there we go. So it's all semi-clicking into place. I'm surprised I've not got any points in there, considering I've repaired my truck. Unless I've got to do that in my own workshop. But then I don't think I can build... No, I can't build a workshop until I've unlocked them. So, allows to make basic repairs already acquired. So how do I do that then? Can I do that by just like... Ah, look at this. What the fuck? Ah, right. So if I do this on the road, on my own, rather than going to workshop, that I would imagine that stat is going to build up. And then I can build a workshop, so I need to buy oil from the shop. Then we've got a fuse box. You must have fuses, so I take it I've got to buy these things from shops. Ah, right. So how do I get that down? Air filter. Oh, I've repaired it. It's let me do that. So I could have done that before without needing to go to the without needing to use that workshop. I could have done that. Yeah, we're all good here, Wolf. We're all good. Kind of thoroughly enjoying this again. You know, it's not without its little quirks, but there's a lot to like here for the price. You know what I'm saying? Especially that I've just discovered I could do, which I didn't even know was a thing. So if I go back into these stats now, I reckon I'm going to have a point to spend. Oh, wait, I haven't. Oh, 150. 750 I need. I thought it was 150. Couldn't see from here. So I need to keep building that up. I need to keep repairing stuff. And when I get that up, I'll be able to unlock one of these here. I'll get a skill point. I can then unlock and do build my own workshop at the HQ. Reputation, I take it, is going up when I do jobs and interact with people. So I need to find a shop and go buy a chainsaw. Let's go to that one. Oh, it's still making me... No, we won't. Then we won't go that one because we'll go to this one. No, we'll go to that one. It's even closer. Right, let's get in the truck. The guy needs sleep first though, does he not? So let's have a sleep. Where's that woman gone? Do you want to join me? I'm kidding. Such a sleaze. Let's get back in the cabin. What time are we on? midnight. Right, let's have about 7 hours kip. Wait a minute. God. I reckon it's better on a wheel. Because you know I'm a bit twitchy on the scene with the stick. I reckon it's a lot better on a wheel. It must support wheel well, Rogan, because GameTech plays it on a wheel. The only thing he said at one point, he had a bit of a glitch with the game, and his steering wheel did the old kind of a weird glitchy thing, and it nearly snapped his wrist because it snapped the steering. He turned the steering wheel whilst it was still in his hand, kind of snapped it into another position. Let me just check my messages. If nobody's rang. DPD haven't been yet. They're normally bang on when they give you that 1 hour time slot. They're normally always closer to the start of the hour than they are after. Oh, he's summer crumble and he needs food. Mash Red. Good afternoon, fella. How are you? The actual mini-map's wrong there anyway, because it looks like it's a bendy road, but on the mini-map it makes it look like it's a tight turn. That's weird, that. And like here now it says it's a straight road, and yet I've got a bit of a right turn. Well, a bit of a twisty turny bit. I'm just saying to Rogan Wolf that I played that Propagation Paradise Hotel on VR last night, and had I been streaming that, you'd all needed new ears. You'd have been suing me for damage to your ears. Because it didn't mess about with scaring the shit out of me. Yeah, you see me on the controller of this road, and you can see that I have to keep making these like little fine adjustments to the steering. But on a steering wheel, I reckon it'd be mint on a steering wheel. I think one of the patches on this as well, Mass, not the patch that landed today, but the one that landed on Monday or Tuesday, I think it's fixed that issue that you had where you couldn't center the camera. Didn't look this far on the map. The drive didn't. Tuck in, tuck in, tuck in. Yeah, I think they fixed a fair bit of stuff, including that issue that you had where you couldn't centre the camera. Remember when your character was looking over there and you couldn't get it back to the centre? I think they fixed that on Monday or Tuesday. Because patch number 5 came out on Tuesday and patch number 6 has come out today. I've not read the patch notes. Is that a shop there? I thought it looked like a shop. Sending me the wrong place here, is it? Now here's the market. Right, give me a second, because DPD are here as well. Give me a second, get this parcel. Back in about 2 minutes. Right, I'm back. Jesus Christ, Wolf, what did I miss? Right, let's see where I can... Let's try park up. Try park up. Park up there. Handbrake on. Why are these all stopped here? What's going on? Right, let's go see what I can buy. Oops, something wrong with it. Right, hang on. I'll have I'll eat them now. I'll eat them now. Ready meals they are, I think. Oh, I can get a job here. Oh, I can as well, and I can take the job because it's a license A. Right, let's get some goodies first. You can buy clothes. What the hell? Tissues for when I'm watching Strictly. Drink. Let's have a couple of energy drinks. Water. Let's grab an double. Yeah, let's grab one of them. More. Have that now. I mean, to be fair, looking at the younger meter down there, it's quenched. Oh really? I didn't know that. I remember him as well. I remember him well because I think he was in. If he was in Massey's chat last night, I think I remember him, remember seeing him in Sharky's stream as well. Well, I hadn't seen him for a while before that, to be fair. Ready cooked meals these are, aren't they? I'm assuming. So I've only got 2 more slots left. Well, if I double up I haven't, so let's have... Oh no, doesn't double stack them, so I'll have to have them. So, oh look at this, the things spoil as well, I didn't realise that. So there's a lot of things this game's juggling, isn't there? Where do I get the bloody thingy from, by the way? Yeah, gotta be a chainsaw here. Yes, chainsaw. But I haven't got no inventory left. Right, let's go put some stuff in the truck and then come back. We can buy some supplies for the truck here. Have I got any containers on the outside of the truck here for stuff? I wondered whether they were containers or not. I put things like engine oil in. I mean, I know it's the fuel tank, but I wondered if there was a... Oh wait, hang on, what's this? No, what a shame. Right, let's just put some stuff in the cabinets inside. So, I'll put food down here. Underneath the microwave with one of the energy drinks as well. And then we'll go back in the shop and we'll go get a chainsaw and some engine oil and stuff. In fact, give me a second. Guide. Truck. Oh, where did I find that bit with the general repairs? Where did I find it? Where it showed me the icons. Here. So, because something's just shown up, that I think is there now. So what's number 9? I'm sure it's number 9 that's just shown up. Radiator cover. Is that because I've had a crash or something? So I might not be able to repair that kind of thing. So let's just double check and make sure it is the radiator. Is it the radiator? Let's have a look. Oh no, I don't think it is. Unless it's number 16. No, it's that. Number 8. Which is, oh, still the radiator. It's not the radiator cover, it's the radiator. So the radiator needs repairing, which I'm not sure if I can do, but we'll go in the shop and see what bits I can buy. These idiots are so stuck out here for some reason, I don't know why. A toolkit. Buy a couple of them. We're definitely buying a chainsaw. Can't buy oil here. I'm surprised you can't buy oil, like engine oil and stuff. Because unless it's on this side, where he stood. But no, it's not. I mean, tractor that. Meat fridge. No readers' wives. Oh, we've got jugs. We've got jugs. No readers' wives, but we've got jugs here, guys. Jugs will do. There's a bit there for Vam. For helping with his farming. Oh, dearie me. Ivy Warrior underneath the step of the truck, is there? Welcome in, by the way, Ivy Warrior. Let me just go check that out then. Oh, he's right, you know. So there was, I mean, I haven't got a chainsaw in there or a toolkit, but there was stuff in there. Is there one at either side as well? Let's have a look. Oh, that's the battery. So I can change the battery when I need to. Ah, right. Good to know. Now, can I repair this? Whilst I've got a toolkit on me, let's see if I can repair this radiator. Hey, look at that. It's going to be 250 points as well. The gas station one. Wolf, I've still got that, the gas station one. I've barely touched it. Come to think of it, some of the icons and text look the same. I don't know if it's the same devs, is it? I don't think it is, but it looks very similar. Kojo, thanks for the follow. How you doing, Kojo? Thanks again for that tip, Ivy Warrior. Much appreciated. So that's that fixed. Let's just put some of these tools in here. Oh, it started raining. I haven't got a job at the moment, have I? Because it's telling me to... No, I don't think I had. Right. We can get a job off this guy in here. Seeing as he's offering jobs. No doubt it's going to be one of them trailers there. Might even be that one. I would have thought. Unless there's something around the back. Waste recycling. Yeah, we'll take that. So, yeah, it is. It's that trailer. Mine's at the top, is it? Wow. Well, there you go. Somebody's got to play it. Joking aside, it's not too bad, you know. It needs work. There's people that argue that it should have come out in an early access state, but the price that it is, I wouldn't really grumble at what we're getting. Especially if you hop onto CD keys. In the UK, CD keys, it's a lot cheaper on there. For those not in the UK, I think there's, I'm not sure if Steam codes are region locked in any way, but there's other website called Gamivo, Gamivo, that sell product keys to games as well. They sell them quite cheap as well. I think this was about £12 on there. Anyone interested? Remember on CD keys as well, Rogan, there's the 2 editions of the game, isn't there? I only got the standard. But there's the edition, I think, Mascot with some of the extra content and the extra characters. Fam, you big Jesse, how are you? So, engine off, handbrake on. Let's get this sucker locked up. So we're all locked and hooked on. They're still stuck there though, so I'm going to go and pull off over this way, seeing as they are blocking the road. Yeah, it's got quite a lot of good stuff going for it, this has Kojo. I like how it's trying to do something a little bit different and not trying to be a blatant rip-off of the usual suspects like ETS and ATS. It's going for some more realism stuff and sim stuff. And they've patched it quite well. It's only been out a week and we're on patch number 6 already. There might only be small patches, but at least they're dropping them. And there's a fair old roadmap for it as well. So what's this? A 4-hour drive. So I don't need any sleep, I don't need any food. Should be able to do this and not be late for this job. I mean, it is, yeah, I mean, joking aside though, Wolf, it is better than ETS. Because it's got all this extra sim stuff going on. Is he letting me go, is he? Go on then, I'll go. Like Wolf said as well last night, this is the 3rd time I've streamed and played this now, I think. So it's got to have something good going for it if I'm still playing it. I'm sticking with it. I find the whole thing quite addictive when it works. I find the whole thing quite chill. Ignore that, it didn't happen. Oh, I've knackered the cargo as well, what a pillock. I couldn't figure out whether I was supposed to go in that way, or what. I was like, I've got to go down this dirt track, but it's not really a dirt track. Oops. He's staying well back, look, he's seen my dodgy driving, he's like, screw that, I ain't getting down there. What I need to do is next time I stream a trucking game, I need to have a look at Truck Drive the American Dream on Xbox to see if they are keeping good on their word and supporting it, to see if it's had any patches of late. Because their words exactly, when I saw the community guy streaming that game, unlike the first Truck Driver game, is that they were all out going to support Truck Driver: The American Dream. And then the game messed up whilst he was live streaming it, so he quit the stream rather abruptly. The irony. I don't even think it was the same people that did Train Life though, was it? Truck Driver? Truck Driver was Tedesco. On the Road was Aerosoft, wasn't it? Truck Driver was Tedesco. And then I forget the people that did. Who were the people that did Fern Bus and stuff, and Tourist Bus? Astragon or something. Not to be mixed up with Aerosoft. I think Astragon are Fern Bus and the bus. It's interesting that Fern Bus has got that Denmark DLC coming to it. Expansion. I'll have to make sure the bus is well stocked up with condoms if I'm taking any females up into Denmark. I didn't think that was that a longer job, this, but it's saying 2 hours. Watch me speed. Oh, frame rate. So top left hand side where it says where you've got the seasons and stuff showing up, that white pointer that you can barely make out has moved now, and it is between the M and the E. So that is moving ever so slightly. I can't wait to get into the fall to see if the aesthetic of the landscape changes. I know it does when you get into the winter. Oh, Fern Bus's thingy, innit? I've just remembered. Because you've got the bus, Rogan's got the bus, which is made by the same people, and it's made by TML Studios. So Fern Bus, Tourist Bus, and the bus are all made by TML Studios, are the actual devs, I think. mean, when you stream that a few times, and when I've seen it on other videos as well, Rogan, it looks photo real. And isn't the bus just focused on one city rather than the whole of like Europe? Isn't it just one German city, or is it the whole of Germany? I think WRC pre-downloads on Sunday, Wolf. Ready for Tuesday. It is Tuesday, 31st. Early access for pre-ordering. Have I got reverse into that, or can I go straight on? We'll try reversing, eh? There's a lot of graphical glitches going on here. So it's not perfect, you know what I mean? But it's playable, it's serviceable. So, support's down first. Let's get the cables off. Oh. Chains? Oh, you can only put chains on during winter. Right, I've got to report in, haven't I? Where's my main man? There he is. cargo penalty for that little bump that I had. Right, let's have a look at my stats now. There was an introductory price for it, Kojo. On the day it came out, instead of being £18, there was a couple of quid saving. It was 16. I'm not sure if that price is still holding true. But don't forget, remember, you've got CD keys, and Gamevo. The only downside with that, remember, if you get them off, if you buy this game off another reseller like CD keys or Gamevo, then you haven't got the rights to the Steam refund. But if you get it off Steam and you play it and it's just not for you, or it does your head in any way, shape or form, you've got the option of a refund. Right, well, I've looked at my stats. I forgot to look at my stats. It's back to full price, is it, Rogan? Okay. Ooh, wheels a bit messed up there, as if I'm on a bump and I'm actually not. So look at these stats. So... oh, I've got a point. So I can get... so, oh, wow, look at this. I can either do... get trucker license B to get better jobs, or I can get class 2 trucks. I'm going to do the license first, I think, so I can get better jobs that hopefully pay more, so that when I get paid more, I can then afford the better trucks when I unlock that. Your reputation's gone back up there as well. 4 days have elapsed. 1,919 miles travelled since the beginning. And I've got 29 grand in the bank. Right, let's go and have a quick word. How long have I been streaming for now? Let's have a look. 2 hours 49. I've got to disappear around about 2 o'clock for definite, because I've got to get ready for meet the daughter at school, because I'm taking her to get a haircut and stuff. And I'm being Dad's bank, as per usual. So I know I said I'd probably switch over to ETS, but I'm going to stick with this until I actually wrap up the stream instead. I'll do ETS another day or night. Helix. Good afternoon and welcome. And it's a license B job, which I can now do because I've just acquired the license. So we'll take that on then, and that is around the corner, isn't it? That. She's only having a trim wolf, I'm safe. The wife's been brave enough to do her hair dye in the school holidays next week. Right, we'll get a fuel load here as well. Next time I get opportunity for a fuel station, I'll need a top up. Let's do the cables. Well, I've got to get green. Mother trucker. I haven't even gone on the Steam store to see if there's like any cheap bundles with me owning the base version, to be fair, Rogue, and I might have a look, you know. So we're all strapped in, aren't we? Those sports are up, locked in, cables on, we're good to go. Let's hit the road, Jack. I like on this as well, you actually feel like you've got a heavy load on. Because I can tell the difference now I've got this load on compared to when I was just driving it without a trailer. And that's something that a truck driver, the American Dream, does not have at all. It is literally like driving a micro machine or a go-kart. There was a fair few, to be fair, Kojo. Yeah, there was quite a few I had to select from. I don't know if the number of them increases or if I can unlock more, but there was a varied few to pick from. Some upgrade stuff going on as well with the customization of the truck. So like the grill or guard to the radiator up on the front isn't on there by default. I've put that on. Oh, Rogan's getting ready. Cave. I've discovered Tok, now I just need to discover Tick. Let's have an energy drink. Jellyfish Club. And Call the Wild the Angler as well, Wolf. When you were saying the other day on stream that you've, I think you bought more games off the back of watching me than you have Sharky, and I was like, really? Oh, but then, yeah, you're probably right, because you got Riders Republic off watching me, I think. The Angler off watching me. Can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I thought Sharky got you a Diablo. Or was that Andy who got you a Diablo? Ivy Warrior, thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow as well, much appreciated. And hopefully you'll... I haven't put you off coming back. Thank you very much. So right, okay, so it was Andy and Badger, was it? So Sharky gets off the hook for that one. Because yeah, he does try his hardest sometimes, Sharky, but he doesn't always get me. He tried to convince me with that Marvel Avengers game, which is now dead on its arse anyway, I think, isn't it? But as much as I love the Avengers and Marvel stuff, that game just did not float my boat. It was great for the first 3 hours, and then it just turned into a right sack of online shit. And I just got no interest in it whatsoever at that point. If the game had stayed like the first 3 hours and been a linear single player experience like the Spider-Man games or the Guardians of the Galaxy game that actually came out, which was very good, then I'd have been impressed. But as soon as it started bringing all the online stuff in, I was like, yeah, you had me, and then you've just lost me. I'm all for online games and stuff, like, you know, Destiny for example. You know, I've sunk a lot of hours into Destiny, and I loved Destiny at the time when it was a popular thing. But sometimes them kind of games, you know, they don't always fit. And the Avengers, that wasn't the right fit for the Avengers, that kind of games as a service or live service. It wasn't the right fit for an Avengers game, in my honest opinion. Thank you, Ivory Warrior. Thank you very much for your kind words, and I'll see you next time. I'm a very varied streamer, by the way, Ivory, because I'm a bit of a hoarder for games. Wolf will tell you, I've got a pile of shame that put everybody else's game collections to actual shame. So I do have a variety of stuff on this channel. Sharky and Axel, they almost got me with the PlayStation Portal. But I tried it out at home, like I said, on my phone, and it was great with the remote app. And then I tried it at work, and it just didn't cut it at work. And then when I sat back and I thought, right, let's be realistic here. If I can't use it at work, is there really any point to me having it at home? And I put the proposition to the wife, and I said, look, you might be able to get some access to the TV back if I buy one of these, because I can literally sit on the sofa and play Train Sim or Assassin's Creed or Spider-Man or whatever whilst this thing is on my lap, and you can have the TV back. And she actually turned around and said, don't buy it on my behalf, because she actually likes to chill and watch catch-up TV on the tablet, where she puts her headphones in and just zones out. And then when I again evaluated, how much do I use my Switch as a portable device? Barely, never. And I do occasionally take the Switch to work and I play the Switch at work, but the beauty of the Switch is I can play it at work because the games are actually on the console, whereas the PlayStation Portal, they're not. You've got to do it over a Wi-Fi connection, so I won't say that I've completely wrote it off fully of getting one, because I'm going to see how the land lies with them and how they're tested in real life environments. But it's not a day one purchase for me. It's a good idea, but it won't be for everyone. But they're selling well, apparently. They're selling really well. Let me just read that. Thank you, Ivy Warrior, and take care, and I'll see you soon. Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of people shitting on Cities Skylines too. I think Lofsy didn't have a very good time with it, did he? I think he installed it, played it, and uninstalled it. Whereas when I've watched you streaming it, Wolf, it looked alright on yours. I saw the odd graphical glitch here and there. But the game's got a load of potential. I think some people just knocked at the fact that they felt it necessary to release it in that state. And had it not been on PC Game Pass for free, what I'd be interested in to see how many people took a punt on it, and then how many people have since refunded it, with it being an unoptimised mess that some have said it is on some systems. I get both sides of the argument with it in a way, because I kind of feel like they feel like they can get away with it because it's on Game Pass, so not everybody will have to pay for it, and the people that will get it on Game Pass, as long as they leave it on Game Pass for the foreseeable, they are essentially being beta testers and bug testers for them, whilst they drop patches left, right and centre. But there will be some genuine people who were anticipating and waiting for that game, who haven't got Game Pass and would have spent the money on the game, who might rightfully think, well no, I want a refund on that, I'm not happy with that. I'd almost feel like almost feel disrespected because they decided to delay it on consoles for obvious reasons, and only a week before release they decided to own up and say it's not optimised very well and you may come into bugs and glitches, and it's almost as if like, I don't know, I just feel like they're not treating the PC players with the same level of kind of expectation and respect as the other console players. But is this the norm these days? Because don't get me wrong, the same shit happens on console stuff as well. Console shit gets released, gets released in unfinished states, like Redfall, and as good as Starfield is, it wasn't finished. It needed at least another 3 months in the oven, that game did. And then you've got Forza, which again is lacking some key basic features as well as being laden with bugs. And it's almost like stuff that gets dumped on Game Pass gives them a free pass to do that kind of shit. Welcome back, Sato. I'm going to go past him and hope that I get nothing coming head on. I mean, I would have tried it to see how my laptop would have coped with it, to be fair, but the only reason I haven't is because I haven't got that much... that car just drove into me, the arsehole. I haven't got that much hard drive space left on the laptop. Might have to delete some porn. What's going on here with the sat nav? Is it 2 drops? Or is it wanting? Is there 2 entrances to this place? Oh, my radiator needs fixing again. Let me have a look at the twat nav here to see why it's having me going. It's not 2 drops, is it? And I haven't put 2 markers down. I'm going to follow the road dead on. Oh yeah, that shit that Bethesda pulled by giving Starfield to all the people that they knew were going to praise the shit out of it. They didn't give it to the people... funny that they didn't give it to the people that crapped all over Fallout 76, and rightfully so with Fallout 76. Because I know some will argue that it's in a far better state today than it was when it launched, but when it launched it was absolute dog shit. And when they released that, somebody tried to shoot me down when I said something about Fallout 76, because I said they released a beta for the game about 2 weeks before it came out. And when the game did come out 2 weeks later, what we got was exactly the same game that we got 2 weeks prior. And someone said, no, that was the final game. That was just they released that just to stress test the servers. I'm like, what a load of bollocks. No, they didn't. It was a beta. I remember getting invited to it. And then you get your modding community, and you get your actual players who drop mods in the games that make the game look actually better than the devs do. Which is something that happened with Fallout 76. Because everybody was saying that that creation engine was just looking so outdated. The time I spent with Starfield, I don't recall. I can't remember any quests bugging out on me, but I did have a lot of freezing issues or hard locks or kicking me back to the Xbox dashboard. I know Zodius and Sharky have had issues with the quests bugging out on them. I think Andy has as well. I'm not if I remember rightly. He's had a minor issue with quests. Or his character at least getting stuck on stuff. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going here, because it looks like it's making me go around the Wrekin and come back on myself. Doesn't it? I've probably gone past my drop-off point. Yeah, I think I've gone past it, you know. It just sent me on a bit of a goose chase here. The scenic route. I was enjoying Starfield for about 30 odd hours, I was, Kojo, but then some of the systems in the game started to grind me down. The constant need to be in the menus all the time, managing the inventory and the loading screens, and I just felt pulled out of the game all the time. And that was then it started to dawn on me then that as much as I absolutely adore Skyrim, I love Skyrim, and I enjoyed Fallout, that for me Starfield didn't feel as if it had moved on from some of the stuff that was a pain in the arse in them games though. Didn't really innovate, if you're with me. It had some really outdated systems and stuff. But at the same time, it was also very clever because it had that thing where, as if like you put something down on a planet in a certain place, that it would still remain there if you went back. So I liked its ambition, but I just didn't. I don't know. I just felt pulled out of the immersion too much. And then when you go and play something like the Cyberpunk DLC, like I did, which I thought was absolutely stunning, it just made me realise even more how outdated Starfield was. But then everybody kept using the argument that, well, it's a Bethesda and that's what a Bethesda game is. Something as simple as talking to an NPC and you've always got the same camera angle when you're talking to the NPC. Whereas on Cyberpunk, you talk to an NPC, you could literally wander around, stand up, move around, and all sorts. Just made me realise how dated it felt in some situations. And they just got a bit of a play it safe, tried and tested formula with it. But I dig its ambition. I just think they need to innovate a little bit more. Oh well, yeah, but on PC as well. Then you're probably getting if you've got the right rig, you're getting a better experience anyway, probably. I'm assuming I've got to go to the one on the... The longer I've played this, the more the frame rates are taking a bit of a nosedive here, you know. What's that called? The factory. Tells me where I go, doesn't it, in the jobs? Yeah, the toy factory. North Pole Toy Factory. Yeah, so I'm in here. Oh, just in the nick of time as well, because my guy's getting tired. Awesome. Now, can I pull in dead ahead without the need to reverse him? Ignition first, handbrake. I've got to do the cables first. I think I have, haven't I? Oh, 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 oh. There you go. You have to do the cables first. So where was me guy? Was he, wasn't he? Oh, in there. I did get a penalty as well, cargo penalty. That car hit me though, didn't it? Swine. Oh, so we can have a kip in the cab. What time are we on in the game? 8 PM at night. Let's have a good... I don't think you can do any more than 8 hours actually. I think 8 hours is the maximum for having a kip. Oh yeah, 8 hours is the max, right? So we'll sleep 8 hours. So that's going to take us about 4 AM, I think, isn't it? He could do with some more, to be fair, looking at his meter down there, his energy meter. Plus he's hungry as well. Tell you what, I'm going to have some food. Have some brekkie. Let's have some stinky salmon for breakfast. Did I put that down here? I think I did. Yeah. Oh, can't do salmon in the microwave. It's gotta be, it must be a cooker then. Must be back at the HQ. So, in that case... I'll just eat. Oh no. Well, I'll have the energy drink. For definite. Let's put the salmon back in there. Let's put that and that in my inventory. And then we'll eat this. Yep, we're all fed and watered. Yeah, kind of, Kojo, because it's trying to be something different rather than just being a complete clone of ATS or ETS, isn't it? It's trying to be something completely different to separate itself from the pack, and I'm all for that. I dig that. There's a market for both. There's no reason, there's no reason for people to be suddenly going, well, but look at this compared to ETS. It's a much better game. It does this, it does that. There's a market for both, and they're each great in their own right. And ETS and ATS are still the king. I'm only winding Vam up when I tell him that it's not. So what jobs we got here? 2 jobs to do here. I want some higher painting jobs though. They're all quite small, these. Right, I'll tell you what then. I won't take another job on just now, because what I'm going to do is... Let me just look at my stats quickly. Have I got any anything I've levelled up? No. Not far off that one though. Personality. That's going up. I've got the old chainsaw as well if I come across any trees in the middle of the road. Let's just have a quick look at it, because I think there was something wrong with the radiator, wasn't there? Again. Now that might get me. Repair the air fills. That might get me a skill point there now. So step down. Why did you step down now? I forgot. Oh, there. Step down. So I think I'm going to check my trucker stats now. I should have a. Yeah, I've got, there you go, I've got a skill point. So, I can spend that, I can either get a tyre workshop, or an actual truck workshop. So I'm going to have that. And if I go back to the jobs, where is my HQ? My HQ is there. I'm going to quickly, before I end the stream, I'm going to drive back to my HQ and build the workshop. Ignition. Put the heater on as well. Oh, I think I've just hit the sign. Never mind. Yeah, it has, yeah. SCS, you know, hats off to them guys. What they achieve. And what they continue to achieve with every content drop as well. I know Wolf's found a couple of issues with the latest DLC, and I found one, but still, with what they achieve. And they'll listen, the difference is they'll listen to the community as well, and they'll fix it. And hopefully, with these already being on patch number 6, a week after release, hopefully these will continue to do the same. And I know the drip feeding patches to this as well, but I would like to have maybe them to take a bit of a break and do one big patch instead of the little patches. Depends how feasible that is with the size of the team, I guess. Feels a lot more loose when you haven't got a trailer on the back though. And I do think it would be better on a wheel. And Rogan, you'd be good to go with a wheel on this, wouldn't you? From pretty much the word, you know, the minute you grab it. Because isn't your wheel set up for the PC predominantly? They need to prioritise this as the next fix, as the AI. Stop them driving like they're driving Miss Daisy. It's been delayed on console, Sato, this. The ETA on the console version is spring or summer next year. They are well and truly focused on the PC version at the moment. And if and when it does eventually, well, say when, because they're supposed to be bringing it to console for definite. So let's say when it eventually comes to console, it depends who ports it across, I suppose, on whether we get exactly the same current version on the console. Like if it's in a much better state 6 months from now when it releases on console in spring, what I'd like to see is the console version getting that exact version rather than one that's still 3 months behind in terms of needing patches and fixes. But yes, patch number 6 after a week on PC is very promising and shows that they're listening as well. Because there's a guy that I watch on YouTube who was playing this when it was in the alpha, when he got given an alpha playtest version of it, and he was playing it. And the day that it came out, he streamed it. And you know that little, you know the bit when I'm hooking up the truck and I'm doing the cables, and you've got the red and the green cable and you're hooking them up. He literally must have gone in fresh with the full version of the game on that day and played it, and he literally sat back in his chair and applauded them because they must have fixed something in between him playing the alpha playtest literally 2 or 3 weeks before the final release. They listened to the community and they fixed something to do with that cable stuff. I don't know what it is exactly, but he sat there and applauded it, so I'm assuming it's something to do with the animation and the precision of getting the cables in the sockets. See, that showed the devs off in a good light, that did as well. The fact that he was in close contact with the devs all throughout the final stages of the game getting released as well, because he got given an access key for the final game as well as being able to play the playtest. And he didn't even know that they'd fixed the animation or whatever it was on the cable management connectivity until he actually streamed the game live, and it kind of knocked him back a little bit, because he was kind of like, wow, I can't believe they actually fixed it. It's a bit close, that was. I will get some fuel as well when I get back to my HQ. I've got a fuel station nearby, I think. Gas station. Gonna overtake. See these little graphical glitches that you're getting at the edges of the road as well? I don't think I got them when I went further north on the map. Because I went all the way, one of the first jobs I did was roughly from my HQ, which is down here. One of the first jobs I did was go all the way up to that town there. And as I got further up here, I didn't get any of them graphical glitches. Or I don't recall seeing them. So the next time I logged into the game and I then drove from here all the way back down for another job, I actually mistakenly thought that they'd fixed the graphical glitches because I wasn't seeing them. But then when I got back into this neck of the woods down here, I started getting them again. So they still need to work on that. But again, it's not major off-putting, it's not game breaking. But the map's quite big and there's a lot going on. Loads of icons, loads of jobs. Ignore me dodgy driving there. That was awful. Is that a fuel station? Yeah, we'll go fuel up. So, handbrake on, ignition off, let's go fuel up. This end, let's go here, so let's put in about 120 gallons, no 130, we'll put 130 in. Yeah, it keeps you on your toes, doesn't it? With the different stuff that you've got to keep your eye on. Oh, yeah, I can do my first obstacle removal here because I've got a chainsaw. Now, did I put the chainsaw? Let's see if I get anything for this. Did I put the chainsaw in the cabin? I think I did. Did I put it up there? Oh. Yes, there we go. Take the chainsaw. Put the chainsaw on my person. Hang on, guys, I'm taking care of it. Don't worry. Oh. Bit of a sketchy animation, but... What the f... Charge for causing an accident? You drove into me, you pillock. I was getting rid of the tree. Muppet. Ugh. Don't get anywhere if it wasn't for me. Jeez. So ungrateful. Go for the overtake. Oh. Steady on. Goes through that. Let me just have a tinker here. Let's have a look what I can get to. Let's knock these mirrors down to medium. Doesn't seem to have made much difference, to be fair, that, but I might need a restart. But you can see the difference in the mirrors now. Look at the frames in the mirrors. Hang on, I've just noticed as well, top left hand side, that I've gone back to the beginning of, well, coming out of spring. What's going on there? So that's obviously a glitch as well. I was hoping to get to winter. I think the guy I watch on YouTube had a similar issue, but his skipped all the way to winter. He was playing in the summer, and then the next time he logged on, he fast forwarded straight to winter, which he said was a bit gutting because he wanted to get there gradually. But at the same time, he said it's awesome when you're driving in the snow. That's a bit odd. I was hoping to get into the go from the summer into the fall and see if there was an aesthetic change on things like the trees. Right, let's go to, this is my HQ. Let's go inside here. Let's go to the computer. Computer says now. Manage HQ. And let's build a workshop, shall we? For 10 grand. Got 31 grand. They can upgrade for 5. So I've now got a workshop. Here you'll be able to save money and reduce expenses for repairs by doing them yourself. Next upgrade, diagnostic module for scanning subsystems. With the diagnostics module you will be able to scan the truck and check the condition of the truck's components. I better cut. I don't have the perk. Right, that's fine. Okay. Baby steps then. So let's have a look at the truck dealer. So class 1, I've only got access to class 1, which I think is the one that I've got. Does it let me... No, it doesn't even let me have a look at the other trucks yet, because I haven't got them. But then there is this special. What's this special? That's a bit bugged, isn't it? That's very bugged. Yeah, that's a bit bugged as well. Oh. I've pressed the button to hide the UI, and now I can't get it back. Oh, I've glitched it. I broke it. I have actually broke it. I can't do anything. I can't even press the start menu. I broke the game. Refund, yeah, refund. Refund from Kojo. I'm going to have to do a hard reset on that. Control, delete job. I hope I haven't lost too much progress by doing it. But yeah, so I'm going to end the stream there because I was about to anyway. I was actually just wanting to see what I could do with the workshop and get back to the HQ. And I was literally going to end it there anyway, so that's good timing. Not the best thing to end on though, unfortunately, is having the game completely do a fart on me, a brain fart. But there we go. We'll see how it is next time I boot it up and see how much I've lost. But anyway, that is me done, guys. But thanks for stopping by. Thanks for all the new follows today. Take care of yourselves, and I may either see you a bit later on tonight, or if not, then first thing tomorrow morning around about 10 AM, where I might be streaming Alan Wake 2. So let me just see who's on. I'm going to throw you over. I'm going to raid Badger, because Badger is on and is playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I think he's playing. So I'm going to raid Badger, and I will see you all on the next one. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you soon.